Good afternoon, good people. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. So guys, today we delve into the most pressing issue of our time. Today we are discussing Zimbabwe's serious debt to China and its profound implications for the country's future. Despite the gravity of this situation, there has been a surprising silence on the matter. Join us as we uncover the hidden truth and explore how this debt could impact the lives of ordinary Zimbabweans. Without wasting much of your time, let's jump into the video. Zimbabwe's debt to China has been steadily growing over the years, reaching levels that raise significant concerns. This debt is not just a number on paper, it represents a real and present threat to Zimbabwe's economy and stability. With billions owed, the country's ability to manage its own affairs is increasingly compromised. Many Zimbabweans are unaware of this true extent of this debt and its potential consequences. Critical sectors like healthcare, education, and infrastructure could suffer as funds diverted to debt repayment. Moreover, the terms of these loans often include clauses that allow China to take control of key assets if Zimbabwe defaults, or potentially leading to loss of national resources and independence. Surprisingly, China has written off an unspecified amount of Zimbabwe's interest fee for free loans, and he has pledged to help the government find a way out of its ongoing debt crisis. China attaches great importance to resolving Zimbabwe's debt issues, said Beijing's ambassador to Harare, Zhong Ding. As of September 2023, Zimbabwe's publicly guaranteed debt stood at 17.7 billion, of which 12.7 billion was external and 5 billion domestic. Most of its foreign debt was purchased from China, as it is ineligible for loans from multilateral creditors after defaulting on repayments for over 20 years. Since the fall of long-time Robert Mugabe 6 years ago, Zimbabwe has been struggling to reach an agreement with creditors to restructure its unsustainable debt. But crisis warned that China's latest gesture is simply creating a permanent debt trap, providing Beijing with political leverage as it seeks to counter US influence in Africa. China denies these accusations, saying its relations with African countries are based on its policy of non-interference in other countries' affairs. As Zimbabwe drowns in debt and facing devastating drought, it recently relaunched its currency from the third time in a decade following periods of hyperinflation. Authorities say this last reinvention will provide relief to its citizens who are increasingly struggling to buy petrol and food on the table. So, despite the severity of this situation, there has been a conspicuous silence from both the government and the media. This lack of transparency leaves citizens in the dark about decisions that will affect their future. It's essential to ask why more people aren't speaking up and demanding accountability, like what is happening in Kenya right now. So, in Kenya, they are demonstrating against this. Kenya is a serious debt, and the government had put so much difficult taxes on the citizens, and that's why they are protesting. In conclusion, Zimbabwe's mounting debt to China is a ticking time bomb that could have far-reaching consequences for the nation. The silence surrounding this issue is concerning and calls for greater awareness and discussions. It's time for Zimbabweans to engage in the conversation, understand the stakes, and hold their leaders accountable. By shedding light on these critical issues, we can work towards a more transparent and just future for all. So that is what's going on, guys. Zimbabwe is in a serious debt, and I want you to tell us what you think in the comment section about this, because this will affect you. This will affect every Zimbabwean in the future. So without wasting much of your time, see you on the next video.